Hello YouTube, Miss William. To continue the discussion about entrepreneurship and small business, I've covered the hidden truths of small business, and I just touched on them. I mean, there's tons of them, but anyway, let's talk about some of the good things. But before I do, I want to show you a cool knife. This is getting a lot of raves on Facebook, and if you're not on my Facebook page, WC Knives LLC, then I would suggest that you go there, because you get to see a lot of things on there that you don't see on YouTube. I post a lot of pictures of completed knives and things like that. But this is Hunter Orange, a 1/4 inch Hunter Orange and OD green scales, and so it gives you that effect. Do something similar to this with black and white several times, and it gets a lot of attention. But this is causing quite a stir on Facebook. So anyway, I thought I'd share it with you guys. This is a custom order. This was, if you want to know what it is, it's 5/32 CPM 154 steel. It's just a little spear point, about a 4-inch blade, 3 3/4, 4 inch, something like that. He just wanted a small little bushcraft knife. Well, I say small, it's 5/32, but he said, can you make it look like that Pinto knife with Hunter Orange and OD green scales? And I said, of course I can. So there it is. It's kind of cool. I really liked it. It's a nice little knife. But anyway, that was going off to a Kydex guy to get custom clothes. So anyway, thought I'd share that one with you. It's pretty cool. But that's one of the satisfactions of small business, or owning your own business, is creating things. It may be a service, and that's one of the benefits of being in control of that, is the satisfaction of doing a job well. Watching a business grow and knowing that you're playing a huge part in that, that's a satisfaction that very few people experience. You don't really see the benefits, if you're working for someone else, of what you do many times. You don't get that sense of accomplishment in many career paths that you do when you're building a business and watching that business grow. So that's one of the perks of it. That's one of the joys of it, at least for me. Is knowing that that you are not really in total control, but you feel like you are a little bit more in control of your own destiny, if you will, and you reap the benefits of that and see the progress of that a little bit quicker than you do if you're working for someone else or in a factory or whatever. If you're building widgets on an assembly line, you very seldom get to see the completed widget. You just get to see that part that you do in your little world or space there. So that's one of the perks. Another one of the perks is you get to, for the most part, you get to set your own hours. It depends on what you do. I mean, if you're a plumber or service provider, you don't want to show up at someone's house at midnight. You know, I mean, that probably wouldn't be a good thing to do. But if you have a shop like I do, I mean, many times I get out in the shop at, I wake up and can't go back to sleep at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, so I come out to the shop and go to work. So you kind of set your own schedule, if you will. And in my case, it fits very well with my lifestyle, because several years ago, before I started the knife business, I kind of semi-retired from the corporate world, working for someone else, and I was really looking for something else to do. I knew I wanted to do a business. I just didn't know what. I knew I loved knives. It just never occurred to me to actually start a knife business and make knives. But hey, you know, life throws things at you that you never expect. It's up to us to kind of roll with it and step through that door when it opens. So, but anyway, I came back home and decided to help my parents out for a while, and they're getting on up in age, and so I decided to just kind of downscale, if you will, and so it really fits well with my current situation with my parents and helping them out, and basically decompressing, because for about 14 years I went balls to the wall in the corporate world, managing major construction projects and divisions and personnel, and you know, that was my life. Didn't have much time for anything else, and the stress built up. So this fit perfectly well with my needs. So owning your own business is you're able to dictate and choose what scheduling best fits you in most cases. I'm not going to say all cases, because if you're a service provider, and then a lot of things, a lot of times you have to go with what your customer needs. But anyway, in my case, shop next door, it fits well with my needs. I think the biggest joy that I get is getting feedback from my customers, knowing, and I kind of alluded this at the beginning of the video, but knowing that you're providing something that is as good as you can provide. And I'm not going to say it's the best in the world, because there's always something out there that, you know, you're trying to achieve more, you're trying to do better, you haven't achieved perfection. You're always searching for that perfection. So, you know, you at least you get feedback from your customers and know that you're on the right path. I guess that's the best way to do it. And that's the satisfaction of knowing that your decisions, your vision, if you will, has got you to this point. And so it's kind of, I don't know, egotistical, if you will, without being egotistical. I mean, one thing about it, it'll teach you humility. I mean, I've failed more times than I've ran. But actually you learn more in those falls than you do when you're running. So, but anyway, it's a very rewarding thing is to have your own business and watching that succeed. And you're not going to succeed every time. And not every knife that I design, not everything that I create is it successful. It's not. Like I say, there's more times I've failed than I've ran, but at least you're trying, and that's the key. I have one of my cousins who's a dirt contractor, subcontractor. I mean, he failed 2 or 3 times before he finally got it right. He's a huge success right now. So, you know, you're not always going to succeed, but you got to try. And I think that owning your own business is something that that is very rewarding and very telling on your personality and your makeup and what's important to you. So, hope these little tidbits helped, and I encourage anybody, if you have a dream, if you have a vision of something that you want to do, pursue it. The only regrets that anyone ever has is those regrets because they didn't try something. I don't know of anyone who has tried something and failed and regretted trying. I've never met anyone who felt that way. So at least try it. Have a backup plan, but at least try it. And I wish you much success. So until the next one, you guys get in the backyard, whittle on a stick. Be sure and take a child with you, get the opportunity. And don't forget those opinion band-aids and lots of knives. We'll catch you again soon.